Most people regain the weight back within the first year. The tragic long-term effects of Ozempic. In this video, I'm going to be explaining what happens whenever you get on Ozempic, any metformin, GLP-1s, or diabetes medication that helps you lose weight real quick. Okay? So let's take an individual. Let's say he or she is 300 pounds and they have X amount of muscle. This is the before. Okay? You are going to lose weight rapidly, right? Over the course of 12 months, let's say you get down to around 220. You've lost 80 pounds. Congrats, I'm all for it. However, there's problems that are going to arise because of these medications. And I want to educate you and make sure you don't put yourself in a real tough spot later on. And I understand how important it is for you to lose weight, especially if you've been struggling it for so long, you would kill to be skinny. However, just know of these futuristic possible outcomes that are very likely to happen as a result of it, okay? So, most people, whenever they lose the weight, what happens when you stop taking it is your appetite aggressively comes back, okay? Ghrelin is suppressed whenever you come off the medication. It's going to come back very strong. And people are like, I don't care, just get me to lose the weight. I've been dealing with this for so long. You know, it's almost like, let's go out in war and we'll figure it out when we get there. Or you're about to get thrown in the middle of the lake and you're like, you know what? We don't need a game plan, just get me there. Not a very good idea, especially with the things that I'm about to tell you, okay? Second is, most people regain the weight back, 2/3 of the weight back within the first year. Okay, this is very common. The third is you're back to the same weight with less muscle. This is huge. So you got down to 220, you stopped taking the medication, these symptoms started coming back, and you're now back at 300 pounds with less muscle. This is a really, really big issue. 30% of the calories that you burn on a day-to-day basis comes from existential activities such as walking around, going to your car, getting food, meeting up with friends, driving. You know, we use energy through muscle. So when you're at 300 pounds now, in order to lose weight, now you have to go even further into a deficit to lose the weight because your maintenance has gone down. So this is going to make it even harder now that you're at 300 pounds. So remember, this isn't me just spewing a bunch of nonsense. This common trend happens with most people who get on these medications, okay? So how to prevent this from happening while you're losing weight is two things. You want to do resistance training, and if you don't like exercise, right, just stick to a higher protein intake. The problem is these contradict with each other because you don't want to eat at all, and protein's very satiating. So you're just going to say, screw it, I'm not eating, and it's just going to strip away at muscle over time, okay? What to do if you've lost the weight already and you're on Ozempic. So let's say you're here, you're down to the 220, and you're really concerned about losing or regaining the weight back. What I would suggest you do is slowly taper off the medicine. Remember, your hunger is going to start coming back. And then as it's starting to come back, you want to curb the appetite by eating higher protein meals and fiber to make you more full. You start adding more and more calories until you come off the medication, okay? And then I would start resistance training. Remember, during this time period, you stripped away at a lot of muscle. Whenever you lose a bunch of weight and you're not eating like this, it's not, I mean, sure, you're going to lose a lot of fat. However, you're going to lose a lot of muscle in the meantime. So whenever you start eating, use that energy and that fuel to assist in building muscle and bringing this back up, especially if you don't have any experience, so you can get your metabolism revving up. And whenever you bring this up even more, your maintenance calories are going to be higher, and then you're going to be able to eat more flexible and not like a bird and be so over concerned. I would like to hear y'all's thoughts on this, so comment below. Also, if you found this very helpful, give me a follow. I'm going to be posting content like this very frequently per week. Hope this helped.